The case against Casey Anthony. The judge in the case says Casey's attorney, Jose Baez, is entitled to the large amount of cell phone records he wants from a number of witnesses. But his effort to have the judge seal a jailhouse video of Casey made the day Kaylee's remains were found will have to wait. West 2's Bob Keeling was in the courtroom for the hearing and joins us live now with the very latest. And Bob, we also saw a new member of the defense team today.
Yes, indeed, Jim, we did. She's a Chicago law professor who Baez bragged in court has never lost a death penalty case. Meanwhile, lawyer after lawyer objected to Baez's broad subpoena request for their client's personal information.
I don't blame you. Sorry. Court's had a long morning.
With the number of lawyers spilling into the audience, Judge Stan Strickland was momentarily confused.
Mr. Cronk's lawyer is who?
Attorneys for three key witnesses, former meter reader Roy Kronk, Casey's former fiancé Jesse Grund, and friend Amy Izenga, all objected to Baez's request to subpoena their cell phone records and personal information.
If this request were granted as framed, it would require her to produce her calls to her doctors, her attorneys, her business calls to her boyfriend if she has one, to her mother, other family members, and even the pizza delivery man.
I'm not out on a fishing expedition. These are state witnesses in a death penalty case where law enforcement has sought on their own to investigate. I think we should have the ability to do the same.
The judge granted Baez's request for records from witnesses who did not object. On the three witnesses represented in court, Baez will need to be more specific about what he wants.
I think you're entitled to a good deal of what you're seeking. It just needs to be finely tailored.
At times, Cindy Anthony got emotional. Casey wrote a couple of notes to her lawyers. We also got our first look at her new death penalty attorney, Andrea Lyon of Chicago, a veteran of 130 homicide cases. Now, Casey's defense argued that secret jail video made of Casey was cruel and unconstitutional, but that matter was not decided today, and we'll tell you why coming up all new at 5. Jim?
Bob, we'll see you then. Thanks.